Modern Warrior says he's out. Oh my God. He's been canceled. Oh my goodness, he canceled himself. He hopefully realized. Okay, so here's what he should say. Hey guys, I was never genuine about respecting women. I don't know what it means to respect women. I just said it because I wanted women to like me. That's really what it boils down to. There's a lot of these very performative, like progressive people who they're like, oh, respect women, but they don't know what that means. They think that you can somehow respect women while also lying to them. Now, Chelsea overreacted, and we defended Modern Warrior in that capacity, but Modern Warrior was engaging with multiple women, saying that he wasn't doing that so that he could get free sex. That's what he was doing, okay? That's fuckboy energy. That's inappropriate. That's disrespectful to women. Men do it a lot, unfortunately, so it's somewhat normal behavior that needs to change. But when you tout that you are a virtuous individual, I'm so virtuous, I wouldn't respect women, and then you disrespect women by being manipulative, like, yeah, you have shown that you have no reasonable moral foundation. That's the problem. And what happened is he got canceled and he doesn't know how to handle it because nobody likes him anymore, because he's only used to being in the sphere of everybody loving him for everything, but people aren't buying his bullshit. So apparently he's disappearing. He's going to delete his account tomorrow. He's sympathy baiting. Okay, because he can't make content anymore. You remember before he was talking about how he took a break to pursue a legal pursuit against Chelsea? That didn't exist. He was lying. You want to know how I know? Because he doesn't have the mental ability to weather the storm. And you want to know one of the reasons why? Because he never fucking apologized. He never said, hey, listen, guys, you want to know what? I was being disrespectful to women and that was shitty. He never said that. He doubled down, said he never did anything wrong, and it's good that he's getting deplatformed by himself. I would never advocate for a ban, but like I'm tired of especially these fucking progressives, like people, but you know, conservatives do it too. But these people who will weaponize social narratives to appear fucking virtuous. This is hurting the thing. And it's so crazy as like people, a lot of people can identify and be like, this is a bad guy. I know it. I can just taste it, right? Everybody was saying, a lot of people were saying it, but other people fall for it. To think about like the people who fell for it, they thought that Modern Warrior was somebody that was like worth listening to. They thought that Modern Warrior was somebody that's like worth listening to when it comes to any social narrative, but he's not. And you never should have listened. It's fucking incredible. But let's get going.
Hello, beautiful people.
I prefer the colonizer at this point, but okay.
It is that time.
I love the intentional bullshit pauses to try to convey that he means what he's saying here. I love it.
The time for me to step away entirely.
Why? I wonder why. Are you going to blame white supremacy, Lance, or are you finally going to take accountability? He's lost like I think at least 300,000 subscribers.
My account.
And they literally said to delete his account?
Entirely and delete my account.
What a pussy.
You see, every negative experience that I've had over the last year and a half or so stemmed from this app.
That's true. This app's terrible. Me getting banned from it was probably the best thing that ever happened to me, like, emotionally. It's very true. It's very true.
From being doxxed, harassed,
to also being racist, virtue signaling, weaponizing social narratives to appear virtuous. Don't forget those, because he's spinning a victim narrative. If you hear it, you shouldn't get doxxed, but like he was being racist, and people were getting pissed about him. Okay,
stalked, threatened. I'm just.
He's taking the victim stance.
So tired.
He's taking the victim stance on this.
You see, my goal was to be an educator.
Never. Not at all. Bullshit. Just absolute bullshit. Listen, there was almost no content talking about anything educational in any capacity about anything. There was nothing there. No one ever learned anything about indigenous issues through Modern Warrior. All of them came for the colonization bullshit. That's all they came for. They came for somebody. People love this. They came for somebody being an asshole to somebody else and virtuously canceling them because they're bad. There was no education. Nobody gave a fuck about what this guy was saying. They were were there for the meme. They were there for the virtue signal. All right. They weren't there for anything that had any level of depth. There was no education. You didn't make this for an educational conversation. You came here to be virtuous like most other people do on these platforms. So like, stop. I mean, it's just fucking absolute like dribble. It's horseshit. I mean, like you have these videos where he like goes after like fucking, he goes after like here, the Max Taylor stuff like this. Fighting the masculine urge to wear leggings to the gym and accuse every girl looking at me. A girl made the same one saying fighting the feminine urge to do the same thing because, you know, girls will wear tight stuff at the gym and people will ogle at them. It's a joke. It's a little edgy. It's a joke. Meanwhile, what happens? Manipulating women so that you can have as much sex as possible. Which one seems more sexist, Modern Warrior? This is what we're talking about. The performative bullshit. Okay, look at this. All men are trash. Look at this. Oh, really, Modern Warrior? Jesus Christ. It gets to, this is the fucking virtue signaling of Modern Warrior. Like, it's pathetic. Look at this. There's no education here. There's a vapid cunt's virtue signaling and not really fucking caring about women. This is the reality of the situation. Oh, it's literally fucking enraging. This somehow defends women. Somehow having a fucking meltdown over a joke is a defense of women, but manipulating them to have as much sex as possible is perfectly acceptable to a point where he still hasn't acknowledged that what he did was wrong. This person hates women. This is somebody who doesn't respect women fundamentally. He doesn't care. He's not apologetic. He's a worthless fucking person. You shouldn't be having conversations about any social narrative because it is clear that you have no education on anything. And maybe you do on indigenous issues, but how the fuck would I know? Because you never have any reasonable things to say about indigenous issues. You're embarrassing. You're fucking embarrassing. This is the bigotry of progressivism, right? The bigotry of like conservatism is outward, like I fucking hate black people. Like that's what it is, outward. I hate people of color. It's really bad and it's really wrong and it needs to stop. But we never talk about the bigotry of progressives, which is just weaponizing social narratives so that you can appear virtuous. It's saying I respect women and then in private disrespecting women. Okay, both of these things are a problem. We call it the conservative shit and we should, but we never call out the progressive shit. It's harder to identify, but this is an identifier right here. This proves to you Modern Warrior is sexist, but he's a methodical sexist. He's saying what women want to hear to make them comfortable so he can have sex with them. That's what this is. That's what this is, and it's so fucking infuriating. And like even him leaving, people are gonna be like, "Oh my god, Modern Warrior, you're a victim." Fuck you. Stop it with the victim bullshit. It's just fucking insanely frustrating. It's just fucking insanely frustrating, dude. It's incredible.
And that is still my goal.
Oh my god.
But this app is not getting me anywhere closer to my goal.
It's because you never made it your goal.
I feel I could be more influential in other spaces than on TikTok.
Absolutely not. Nobody's going to give a shit about what you're saying. Hurry up, plug your YouTube or whatever so we can get this going.
I want to challenge not only myself, but people who I surround myself with on my academic journey. And if you're interested in that journey and seeing what comes of my love and labor, you could follow me on Instagram.
Instagram, great.
But this app just no longer brings me any joy. Like whatsoever.
Isn't it funny that he's saying that this what's so funny about this is he's like, this app is no longer giving me any joy. Okay. Well, when were you this is the same as Make America Great Again, is it not? When were you getting pleasure from your content, Modern Warrior? Oh, when you were calling everybody colonizers and virtue signaling over shit, but then you got called out for being racist, so you started saying, "Hey, beautiful people." Right? So what's the part that you enjoyed? Because the majority of it that gave you pleasure was you being a fucking dickhead. So isn't it so interesting that he's literally saying, I enjoyed it more when I was just a racist asshole piece of shit bitch. That's all he's saying here. That's all he's saying. That's all it is. I mean, Jesus Christ. And now what the best part is like Lance is disappearing, guarantee you temporarily, to try to drive more traction to his Instagram. That's all it is. That's all it is. You think he's not going to be back? You think he's not going to come back to this shit? Of course he is. Of course he is. What education are you going to do? What education are you going to do here, Modern Warrior, on Instagram? What could you do? Why don't you sit on YouTube and have in-depth conversations about anything? Why don't you do that? Why don't you do that? You can't. Nobody's going to listen to you because you have nothing intelligent to say.
I just hope that you learn something from me.
Yeah, I learned to be very wary of men who identify as feminists.
I inspired you to do something. And I hope you continue to be the wonderful person that you are.
I've been inspired. You're an example of what not to be as a man. I want you to understand that. You are an example of a bad man that disrespects women. Don't be this person. That's what you've taught me. You've a shining example of like a bad man. You're a bad guy. You're a shitty guy. And it's not even this, that the things that you did to women. That's shitty, but it's like normal behavior for a male that needs to change. But it's the fact that you won't take accountability for it. That's the problem with what's going on here. Hurry up! Like this fake, like pausing because this fake appeal to emotion is very annoying. Oh my god! Hurry up, bro!
I hope you all stay well and stay healthy.
Oh my god! Shut up!
This is my last post.
Wow, who cares? Fantastic.
Bye, y'all.
Yes, there we go, guys. A nice round of applause. The unnecessary pause. Really, you made sure to really, stretch this video out. In closing, my closing argument is go fuck yourself. Thank you very much, guys. Go fuck yourself.
So I love sci-fi.
Wait a minute.
Love sci-fi.
Wait a minute. Did he delete it in the time we were listening to it? Wait a minute. What the fuck? This fucking piece of shit deleted the video the second that we stopped talking about it. What did I say? This motherfucker's not really leaving. This guy's not leaving. He's not gonna leave. This motherfucker tried to have this fucking emotional appeal to people. Boom. In the middle of me watching it, this motherfucker pulled it down. Listen. What can I... What am I... It's awfully convenient. That's awfully convenient, Modern Warrior. Listen, Modern Warrior, just let yourself be known in the chat, brother. Come on. Come on. Let yourself be known. Let yourself be known, brother. Let's get going, bro. This fucking piece of shit. Bro, what is that? What is the implications of this? Okay? What's the implications of this then? He was never leaving. He was never leaving in the first place, motherfuckers. He was never fucking leaving. This fucking piece of shit. Oh my god. That's incredible. This is just fucking insane, dude. Holy moly. Oh, what happened, Lance? You just wanted to drive some more traction onto your Instagram, Lance? Lance Sosi? Thank you so much for watching, guys, and another special shout out to all my Patreon and Twitch subs. If you'd like to support this channel further than you already have by just watching the video alone, go down to the links below where you can sub on my Patreon, which will allow you to get your name on this beautiful black wall. Or you can go to the Twitch page and you can actually use a free Amazon Prime sub, if you have Amazon Prime, to subscribe. Thank you very much, guys. Take care.